What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have an unboxing to do for you guys, and I know I just did my collection video and I was like, hey, there's not too many more pistols, guns, etc. that I'm gonna add to the collection this year, and that is still true. I do kind of want to stick to that. I bought a lot of handguns this specific year, and there's only a few more that I could see myself really purchasing this year. But when I saw the price on this guy, I had to buy it, and I've wanted one of these in the collection for a very long time. So, like I said, when I saw the price, I just could not pass it up. So, as you can tell by the case, it is clearly a Glock. So, let's go ahead and open it up. And as y'all can see, it is a Glock 23 Gen 5. So, as you can see, for YouTube purposes, it's clear with the orange follower. So there you go. It is clear. This is a brand new firearm, so any weird little marks or factory machine marks or little just thumbprints. So the Glock 23. In the box, you have some back straps, which I genuinely usually prefer it with a beaver tail. I'm not going to say that I'm immediately going to put it on, but probably am going to immediately put that bitch on. I really like the grip of Glocks with the beaver tail. I'm so used to it now, and just it's hard to get away from the Glock grip angle once you get used to it. It really is. This feels so good to me in the hand. It's ridiculous. This is essentially a Glock 19 and 40 Smith & Wesson, and kind of want to talk about that a little bit. 40 Smith & Wesson is the bastard child of 9mm, or I mean 10mm, excuse me. A lot of people think 9mm outperforms it and does a better job in most case scenarios than the 40 cal. And I would have to agree. I think 9mm is for just the average Joe and just the most common, best round for carry. But I got this for carry. I got this absolutely for carry, and just because I didn't want another 9mm. I didn't want just another standard 9mm. That's really all I have. For the most part, I wanted to get some 40s, some more 45s, and some 10mm. And really the next 9mm I want are more competition-esque, I would say. So, in all honesty, I wanted to step away from 9mm. I know that 9mm is the king of carry, yada yada yada, but I think for the price I got this guy is the reason you need to look at guns that are chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson, or maybe even 357 SIG. I've seen some Shields and other very reliable good guns in 40 and 357, just more uncommon rounds, and I've seen them go for a ridiculously stupid price, and I think that's because people underestimate the caliber. So I wanted something different than 9mm. I wanted something with a little more oomph than 9mm, a little more power. The beauty of this gun right here is I can get a 9mm or a 23 conversion barrel for this guy. I mean a 9mm or 357 SIG 23 conversion barrel for this guy. So I have the ability to shoot 40 Smith & Wesson, 9mm, and 357 SIG out of this one pistol with just a barrel swap. And that's pretty fucking cool. To me, that's huge. This is essentially a 23, but I can easily change this into a Glock 19 and leave it sitting as a Glock 19 if I ever so chose. So you can never go up in calibers on a Glock 19. So you can never turn a Glock 19 into a 23, but you can turn a 23 into a 19. So I think that's one of the reasons that really dragged me and attracted me towards these 40 cal Glocks, is the fact that it is something a little different than 9mm. Not the same old, but yet I can shoot the same old out of this if I ever so chose. I will say that the Gen 5, I love it without the finger grooves. I think this fits my hand perfectly. As you can see, this gives me all the full 3-finger grip that I need, yet it just, any more will be the 19X, any less would be a 26 that would just be, or a 27 I guess you could say, would be a little too small grip wise for me. This fits my hand perfectly compared to some of the shorter framed Glocks, which I would like to still give a try to this day. Like a 29, a 27, maybe might be in the future after this guy, who knows. The one thing that does kill me about it being a thicker slide than the Gen 4s and Gen 3s will be holster compatibility. This will not fit in any Glock 19 holster, which is kind of a bummer, because that's one of the big thing about Glocks is you get holster compatibility. All the Glocks, for the most part, are the same size up until Gen 5, where they thicken the slides on a lot of models, and that kind of can be a problem. I want to throw out, I don't know if I did point this out, 3 mags with the Gen 5. I absolutely love that. Most Glocks you buy will come with 2, and I think 3 is the standard. Give you at least 2 training mags and then a carry mag. I think that should be the new standard. Other than that, this has the new Marksman barrel, which you will not be able to see really very well at all, but it has the new Marksman barrel for the Glocks. So similar as like the 19X, and really all the Gen 5s have what they call their Marksman barrel. Really, I know a lot of y'all get the 19, and that's the standard. The carry standard is a Glock 19. That is what majority of the people carry. And for me to go with something similar but yet a separate caliber, I really think it makes a lot of sense. Like I said, I have a 9mm barrel in my pocket. I can take this apart, which I would never do on YouTube. Would never take this Glock apart on YouTube. But I could take this apart and throw in the 9mm barrel, and essentially I really have the best of both worlds in that sense. And this slide is thicker, so even the 9mm recoil is going to be ridiculously smooth. I've heard nothing but good things about this guy with its recoil compared to the previous generations. I've heard that this shoots great, and like I said, I loved shooting the Gen 3, Gen 4 23s. So if this absorbs recoil just that much better, then sign me the fuck up. Can't say enough good things about this pistol. With the Gen 5s, the front cocking serrations are great. This is a 4-inch barrel. Not really much can say. 13 round mag capacity. I mean, just a beautiful, beautiful gun. And I think for 2025, it gets overlooked probably by a million guns. And I think that truly, when you're looking for something that is just reliable and simple and just everything you need and nothing you don't, I think a Glock is a good way to look. I will admit there are better guns for the money out of the box out there, but I don't think you can go wrong with a Glock. And I can't wait to shoot this particular model with the 40 cal. We are carrying it with Horny Black. That was the whole point. I wanted a simple setup. This is a non-MOS setup. A lot of my carry guns are going to optics, and I wanted something that I could carry, put in a bug out bag, do really whatever I wanted to with this specific Glock because of its size and caliber and just the use cases you can use for a Glock. This could go in a bug out bag. Like I said, I'm gonna plan on carrying it some. Maybe could even be home defense in a lot of ways, and changing it to 9mm and 357 gives me a whole bunch of avenues with it. So if you like the video, please subscribe and comment and like. I will check y'all in the next video. Take it easy.